Okay. Hi there. How are you guys? Thank you for coming.
Hello.
Um, my name is Jeremias. I am from the architecture team. Today we are opening this space. We decided to call online tech talks. Um, let me. Okay. The idea for this space will be a space to share stuff with other team members. We have written down some examples, like maybe it could be a story time, telling something you have done during the week. Um, it could be a presentation of a research or a blog post, or it might be also a technology update. Anyway, if it's not restricted to these categories, so you could talk about whatever you think it may be interesting to talk about. So, okay, if you are interested in talking about some subject, I will let my email at the end of the presentation. So feel free to contact. And let's start with today's topic. Today's topic will be graphs. So I wrote my thoughts about graphs there, or why most devs don't like graphs. Um, I think the three main points or the three main reasons could be they usually are very handmade. You have to use a lot your mouse when you write, when you draw them, and as you know, devs do not like to use the mouse. They are hard to maintain. They are really hard to maintain. Whenever you change something, you have to search how to edit the graph, edit it, save it wherever you were saving it, and most of the times you need extra software, so you need extra tooling, and that that sucks. That really sucks. So in our project, we were documenting some systems and some stuff, and we were using Markdown and GitHub wikis. So we find this tool called MermaidJS. Um, MermaidJS is a way to draw graphs, but with code. So it kind of addresses all those things that I say devs don't like about graphs. They are easy to maintain, they are easy to write. The only downside would be that you kind of lose the whole control of the layout. But I think the things that the advantages that gives you worth totally losing that kind of power, unless you really need it. I will share the Mermaid website where you can find some examples. They have different diagram types like flowcharts, sequence diagrams, Gantt diagrams, class diagrams, git graphs diagrams, entity relationship diagrams, user journey, and there are some more like pie chart that are kind of hidden here. Here you will find all the documentation to build them. And as I said, the big advantage is that these diagrams works on GitHub. So any Markdown file you write on GitHub could have Mermaid code, and it will be interpreted when it's shown to the user. So that's a great advantage. They have also this website that's mermaid.live, where you can play around and try different things, edit graphs, and you have some sample diagrams you can play with. And after that, you can download it in any format you want. And when we were working with these diagrams, as I said, we were working on a GitHub wiki. The thing is, they didn't implement Mermaid in the wikis yet, So we find a shortcut that is whenever we want to draw a diagram in the wiki, we draw it here, and they give you this link that is kind of an iframe, and you can write that in the wiki, and that works. It's not the greatest thing in the world because you depend on this tool, but at some point they will implement it on wikis. There are some pull requests open. So lastly, I will show you another interesting thing. If you have installed in your IDE in the VS Code the extension for GitHub Markdown Preview, this includes the Mermaid integration, as it says here. So if you want to write Markdown and you like to use VS Code, you can write it here, and this will be interpreted at the right. So I wanted to show you how different diagram syntax looks. It's pretty simple. This is an example of a flowchart. Another one here, you can, for example, say if you want it from left to right or from top to down, and there are several configurations you can play with. So here we can see some binary tree, some graphs, some flows, and there are some complex things here. I will try to show them at a glance. There are lots of examples. Let's see. Okay, here we have a sequence diagram. You can see how easily you can write it. You can write this kind of stuff too. There's syntax for all of that. So, okay, lots of examples. But the thing is, your diagrams stay as code near your code. So whenever you change something, it's really easy to maintain. Here we have some GANs. And another interesting thing is that it takes the theme where you are working on. Like if you set up on GitHub a dark theme, you will see this on dark. Or if you set up a light theme, you will see it as a light. So that's all on my side. If I'm here to hear any questions or sharings you can have.
I have one. So really interesting. But
No,
regarding,
one second.
oh, sure.
Okay, there.
Yeah. Does
1
Mermaid?
minute. I cannot
Yeah.
listen. Give me
Oh.
1 second.
No problem.
There.
Now, can you
Okay,
listen?
great.
Okay, perfect. Oh, just a simple question. Does Mermaid provide any CLI to create those diagrams, or it's just written by hand?
When you say CLI, you mean like code?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, no, I don't know that. I know they have like the JS interpreter.
Okay.
But I mean, the main goal is to have a specific syntax for each diagram. So it might not. We can research about.
Cool. Yeah, it's actually very cool because I know it's a burden to having to recreate all the graphics. So yeah, that's actually really cool.
Thank you. Okay, guys, that will be all. The idea was to make it simple and short because it's Friday and it's 5 o'clock. And so, if you don't have any more questions, I don't know if someone else want to say something. If not, we can finish it. And like I said, if you want to give one talk, just send me an email. I will write my email here. Okay. So thank you for coming. It was a short talk. So nice to meet you all.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Thank you.
See you guys.